Welcome back to Marv in the Morning. Good morning, Bravehearts, and good morning, Garfield, New Jersey. This is Marv in the Morning, episode 53, the first episode of 2020. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. It feels good to be here. We took a week off last week, Christmas break, I guess you can call it, holiday break, and I missed it. I missed doing this. My shelf behind me is stacked with a whole bunch of memorabilia. So I'll never forget the great times we had over this holiday season. Let's handle some business first. Once again, this is episode 53. New year, no beard. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, notification bell if you dig what you're hearing. Yeah, we're giving podcasting tips most of the time, but on here we also have a lot of fun. And today's going to be an adventurous one indeed. For those that don't know, I made a bet with Matthew Zaytoon about a month ago. Pretty much the bet was we both were on the Mina Mendoza show, I think a week apart. And I told him, hey, if my video gets more views than you, then you got to shave your beard. And vice versa. If not, I'll shave. Whatevs. He's got a lot more facial hair than me, so it would have been a bigger loss on his end for sure. But don't get it twisted. The little bit though I want to keep. So it's going to be a miserable week and a half for it to grow back. But either way, it gives me something fun to do on this show this morning. So regardless, we're starting the new year with something fun, which is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. I want to send a big happy birthday to Mina Mendoza of the Mina Mendoza show, the Queen of Spice herself. Happy birthday. It's been an honor being your producer for the past year. It's been an honor being your friend for the lifetime. I've known you since fifth grade, and nothing but smiles and good times all around, for sure. So yeah, thank you for being part of the Bravery family. The minute you started podcasting, I knew it's only gonna be a matter of time before she makes her way over to Bravery Studios. And the minute I started podcasting, I always said to myself, hey man, Mina would kill this. She was born for this. So happy birthday again. If you guys aren't subscribed to the Mina Mendoza show on YouTube, go over to her YouTube channel, check it out. Also follow her on Apple and Spotify for your audio listeners. Shout out to Jeff for the year. Happy New Year. This is brought to you by Manscaped. Yeah, it definitely is, bro. We're getting Manscaped today up top. Shout out to Jeps. Thank you for being here, man. Happy New Year, Jeps. I hope you had a fun holiday. I hope you had an enjoyable holiday for sure. As for me, on my end, the holidays were awesome. This is a very special holiday, man, because I got to spend it with my wolf pack. Shout out to Matt, Will, and Steve. We had a Dipset themed Christmas. So if you see the Dipset bird behind me, that was on the top of our Christmas tree. And we all wore bandanas, and we just had Dipset music blasting out the speakers the whole night. It was a great time. Exchanged gifts. Steve got me a trucker hat because, of course, he knows I love trucker hats. I should have worn it this episode, actually, but shout out to Steve. That's great to hear. Yeah, man. Shout out to Steve for getting me that. And then he got Matt another hat, too, which is right up his alley. It felt good. It felt good shopping, Christmas shopping. I don't usually do the Christmas shopping. I'm not really a big gift giver, nor do I usually get in like the Christmas spirit. So it was definitely dope. Yeah, got to do something cool here. That's dope. You got to send a pic to Discord. Yeah, we're gonna send a pic to Discord. But yeah, man, it was a great time. I wish we had a long table. So I wanted to do like the Last Supper picture with everybody. I guess next year we'll make it bigger and better. We're probably gonna do this every year now. So shout out to the Wolfpack. Also shout out to my fam. I got my pops. I went to this store in the mall. They had like this Native American themed store called Alternative. Yeah, Alternative. If you've ever been to Garden State Plaza, check out Alternative. They have a lot of cool stuff in there. A lot of cool jazz. So I went in there, saw this hat, this tribal looking hat, and I was like, this will look good on my pops. So I got my pops the hat, and he absolutely loved it. He wore it all night after I gave it to him at the my family's Christmas event. I'm Dominican, for those that don't know, so we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. We party all the way until midnight. Then right on midnight, we open the gifts, and it's always a good time. My family does it like one by one. We do like a Secret Santa. I think this year they did like a white elephant. I think that's what it's called. I didn't take part in the white elephant. I didn't even know what the hell it was. So yeah, so I just got to enjoy everyone opening their gifts. And it's always a good time. It's always good seeing my nephew, nieces, younger cousins. It reminds me of when I was a kid. Opening the gifts and doing this whole ceremony, the whole Secret Santa thing. I mean, my family's been doing the Secret Santa thing our whole lives. Like, it's always been our Christmas tradition. So seeing it pass on to the next generation of kids is it's heartwarming. It's heartwarming, to say the least. It's definitely heartwarming. So shout out to my fam. Love spending time with them. I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas over there. Then New Year's, I hung out with Will. I went with him to a couple of his gigs. We had one in the Newark local brewery, Newark local beer. Great spot, good location. I dug it in there. Dope, you nailed this gift. Yeah, my pops loved it. So yeah, I was with Will at the Newark local beer spot. And good time in there, great food, great people, great networking. Going with Will to his gigs, seeing the expression on people's faces when they're seeing him pull out an awesome song I had. Will can play any instrument, sing any song. So, I admire the guy. I admire the guy's talent. And always a good time when I go out with him to one of his gigs. So it was me, Osei, there. Shout out to Osei, too. Osei got me this chain I'm wearing right here. Bought it for me from the Bahamas. So Osei is definitely part of the Wolf Pack, too, man. Don't know if I say it to him enough, but I love the guy. I got him a Gundam, so I hope he's building that jazz right now. I hope he's doing that right now. Just putting the Gundam all together and everything. So, shout out to Osei. But yeah, we went to Will's gigs, went to the brewery, went to Jimmy's in Kearney right after. Got to see Will DJ over there. He was playing the guitar at one spot, then he was DJing at the other. So good times all around. Good times all around. Good holidays. The Christmas season. This has been the best Christmas for me in a while. Yeah, because I got to spend it with multiple groups of people that all celebrated their own way, and then we got to invent our own way of celebrating here at the studio with Dipset Christmas. So be on the lookout. Dipset Christmas every year now. I don't know if I'm gonna invite more people. I'm gonna keep it intimate. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. I just know it was fun. Talented. Yeah. Well, forget about it. The guy can do it all. Absolutely love the guy. And so yeah, I think the reason most people are here are to watch me shave my facial hair off, shave my beard and everything, mustache off. But before we get to that, I want to talk about all of 2022 because I didn't do like an end of year wrap up. So this episode is probably going to be the reflection of like last year, like everything that kind of happened. And last year was really, really great for me personally and for me financially, business wise. I think last year was one of the best years in the history of Bravery Studios. Sometimes I lament, thinking about where things started. I like to look back on the days of like the island when everybody was still young and having fun. And not that we're old now, but younger, less responsibilities, more fun. Everybody that was on the island, I hold a connection with them because that's where we started at. So, Derek, Matt Spelling, the Dragon, Alex the Heel, X-Man Dam, everybody that was there, Josh, Rasan, everybody that was there. Like, I always reminisce about those moments and wish I can get them back. I think about it a lot, actually. I think about it all the time. Like, I got to get back to those fun moments before it became all business and serious stuff. And I think in 2022 is when I learned to start having more fun with this. The last prior years, working with business partners or working with people, I guess at a higher level, not the types of people they are, but just the kind of work I was doing. I don't think I really was having fun with it again until this year, until 2022. I kind of moved out of the way of the camera, put all the spotlight on just the work I'm doing and the people I'm working with, and kind of got away from enjoying it. I love my clients and I love what I do for them and I enjoy working for them. But I wasn't doing anything for myself for a long time. I was investing everything and every ounce, every minute of my time into my clients and my work that I do for them. This year was the first year where I finally was like, you know what? I got employees now. I don't have to pick up every piece of work that comes in front of me. I also don't have to accept every client. I've really, really learned this year to kind of say no, like this person probably won't fit in here, or, they're just not a right fit for Bravery Studios. Not that we discriminate against anyone, but there's just particular kind of work that I'm not fond of. Like, I don't think I would enjoy doing it. Just like how everyone, has their particular taste in food, I have a particular taste in the type of podcast I record. That's why I'm like, hey, maybe this place probably isn't the right fit for you. I want to do things that are more fun, more lighthearted. I'm not particularly interested in things that are, I guess, leaning towards the end of like finances or corporate work, anything in the religious space, anything in a political space. Those things, not that they're bad in any way. They're for who they are for, but I want to try to avoid those type of things. I want to do things that are fun, lighthearted, not so serious. This is not really the right space for someone that's trying to, I guess, not smile while recording their podcast, if that makes sense. I want to be in a happy place when I'm recording people. And this is the year where I learned to say no to people. And it took one bad review on like Google. I had this one client that kind of would demand crazy things, like on the spot, on the fly. And I would try to do it because, I try to do everything that's asked of me and more, go above and beyond. When people record here, it's not just a situation of me just hitting record and then sitting in the room and just, adjusting levels. No, I try to do as much as possible to achieve this client's or this person's dream above even what they imagine. I try to make it better than what they would imagine, honestly. But with one client, I don't know. I couldn't meet the needs of everything that he wanted. Not that he was a bad client or any type of way or anything like that, but he just was demanding too many things that I just overwhelmed myself with. And one that ended up happening, one day I couldn't meet his demands. So what does he do? He starts, getting a little frustrated, a little angry, I guess. So I tell him, listen, man, maybe we're just not a good fit for each other. Maybe you got to find another studio that can kind of meet your needs, because I'm not going to keep trying to, do what you want me to do, and then you're not happy with it. You don't look happy here. So by all means, he went somewhere else. I gave him a full refund, but I still ended up with a bad review on Google. He definitely went to Google, wrote me a scathing review. So I'm like, this is why you have to be very selective about who you let in your circle. Most people that record at Bravery Studios, I like to think of them like family. But with this particular person, I felt as though even before he even walked through the door, like there wasn't going to be a lot of chemistry between us. Like I could just tell. I like to make my clients laugh. I like to be goofy. I like to have a sitcom kind of relationship with everybody. All smiles and jokes the whole time. And this guy wasn't about that. So why did I even let him here to begin with if that was the case? Why did I even bring him into my space if, I didn't connect with him the first time he arrived here? So now when someone takes a tour of the studio, it's kind of like a screening process. It's kind of like me saying, does this guy's personality fit with what I'm doing? Would I be happy recording this? Would I enjoy it? Would I watch it myself? I want to record people who I would watch their podcasts. And if your podcast isn't for me, maybe I shouldn't be the one recording it. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that's how I learned. I had to get one really bad review on Google for me to realize Bravery Studios is not for everyone. Everyone is not for Bravery Studios. It's a two-way screening process. I like to do things that are like more lighthearted and fun, and if your podcast is not along those lines, then maybe this isn't the right fit for you. And I'll tell people as they walk through the door and they tell me what they're trying to do, what their goal is, and I say maybe this isn't the right place for you. I have no problem saying that now. You can't take everybody's money. That's what I learned in 2022. You can't take everybody's money. Before anybody who walked through the door, I was saying, yes, I will absolutely positively give you my all, my love, my anger, all of my sorrow into anything that you are trying to achieve. It's not like that no more. Bravery Studios is not for everyone. That's the biggest thing I learned in 2022. Shout out to DX the Great. Ricky, him and Jeps' favorite joke. But yeah, that's not a bad thing though. It's not a bad thing to say no. To say, hey, this might not be a good fit for you. This may not be the place for you to record. And before, the goal was here, I want every podcast in New Jersey and New York recording that Bravery. I don't want that anymore at all. There's some things that I watch and I'm like, nah, I wouldn't feel comfortable recording that. And I turned away a big one time, a big, really big client who's famous, who has done stand-up comedy, who's collaborated with even Joe Rogan. But his work was really political and it was very blunt, it's very raw, and I'm just like, I'm not happy recording this because I wouldn't want to listen to this. And I turned it down. And what can I say? I mean, would I have been making more money with this client? Absolutely. Would I have been happy making that money? Probably not. So yeah, biggest takeaway 2022 is say no. Don't accept everybody in here. You're doing as much screening as they are when they come in for the tour. And sometimes you got to turn people away because they're not a right fit for what you're doing here. Like I said, I'm a fun, goofy, corny kind of guy. I don't want people recording here that are in I'm trying to be very strategic with my words here. I don't want someone recording here who's not gonna have a smile on, who I'm not gonna have a connection with, who I wouldn't go out with to have a beer. You know what I mean? I want to be able to go out to have a beer with you one day. And if I don't feel that connection there, then it's probably not a good idea for you to record here. And that's just that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of other podcast studios now that you can go to. So that's that. That's the big takeaway. Yeah, you don't want the studio to get a political party label, no matter which side. Yeah, facts. Shout out. Everyone has the right to believe in whatever they want to believe in, and it's not just political stuff. It's a wide range of things that I'm not interested in. So yeah, I just want to be much more selective with who I allow to record here. It doesn't even matter how much they pay me, but that was a big takeaway 2022. Biggest takeaway. Another takeaway, I guess. Let me think now. I realized that I want to do things to keep people together, bring them together. That I get a lot of enjoyment out of group activities. So I think having the Wolfpack here, having Steve, Matt, Will, Osei, even DX is an honorary Wolfpack member over here. Having these guys here, going out with them, just keeping them together and doing group activities. Man, I want to go to Japan in 2023, and I'm bringing all those guys with me. That's where I get my thrills. That's where I really get happy. Like when I'm with a group of people that I love. That's probably when I'm the happiest. So it's kind of sounds stupid to say that I learned that in 2022, but at the same time, not that I learned it, but I did more of it in 2022. In 2022, I got out the studio. I got to go enjoy time away from work, which prior years I didn't even have the ability to do that because I was working so hard. I was doing everything. Now having employees, now having work outsourced, I get to do that. So 2022 is definitely good for that. Hey man, you worked hard to be able to have control of your work, B. That's freedom, baby. Yeah, that's freedom, baby. That's a fact. That is a fact, Jeps. I've been doing this for like 7 years now, so I definitely, it's kind of funny that it took 7 years for me to realize, like, hey, can't just take anybody's money. Some people that aren't pleasant to work with, you don't want to work with them. And the one bad review I have on Google is because I let someone in here who I already knew I wasn't going to have a pleasant time working with. So you live and learn. Did I do everything right in that situation? No, I'm not perfect. I will never claim to be. But I did try to meet everyone's expectations too much. You say yes to everything, you mess up one thing, it's gonna be a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time. And what else? I mean, 2022. Like I said, I got to get out the studio. I got my heart broken in 2022, and that kind of hurt. But also, that taught me to be careful where I invest my time. Certainly, outside of just like how I said, I didn't get time to go out and have fun before. I finally got to get that in 2022. And, there's a particular someone that didn't necessarily do anything wrong, or not that I did anything wrong, but maybe we just weren't a good fit for each other in the long run. But, having a relationship for the first time, and probably since I started this business, I invested a lot into it. I invested a lot. And with it ending, it was kind of short-lived. So I guess I learned from that just not to invest too much into something that seems great. Take it slow. Breathe, enjoy the little moments, and don't let it also distract you from your goals. Because I think I was also kind of distracted from my goals. Not that it's this other person's fault in any way, but, you get a little too happy sometimes, Marv. And gotta sit back and let it grow on its own organically and let things just happen. That's for sure. But you live and learn. And I'm grateful for all of the things that happened there. You live and learn. What are you going to do, right? But no, more power to them, and best of luck with anything they're trying to do. And it's kind of hard being subtle and trying not to say too much on these things. But, this podcast that I do, Marv in the Morning, is also for kind of venting too. So it's good to vent, and it's better to let it out. These are things I kind of don't speak about to anybody either, besides the wolf pack, of course. But it's something that I learned, and I'm grateful for that it happened in 2022. I'm grateful to be back in front of the camera. Besides Twitch, I wasn't doing too much of that at all. So I'm extremely grateful for that. Absolutely grateful for that. So I guess I'm trying to think if there was anything else, but, those are the biggest takeaways I have for this year. For 2023, I absolutely want to do a lot of renovations here in the studio. I definitely want to change the lighting, the flooring, the bathroom. I have so many goals for 2023 with the studio. But outside of the studio and outside of that, just personally, outside of just things that I want to do to be fun, I definitely want to take a trip to Japan this year. I'm planning it for July, when business kind of slows down a little bit in July. So I think July, I definitely want to take a trip out, try to do it with the bros, try to have fun doing that. And I want to get a dog this year. I want a little doggy companion to help me run the business. Maybe be my business partner. So these are things that are gonna happen. I 100%, 1000% am gonna make these things happen. So stay tuned for that. That is coming very soon, immediately actually. But I guess without further ado, let's finish off this episode with me keeping my bet to Mr. Zaytoon. Now, I absolutely know this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a nightmare cleanup. But I wanted to do this live. I feel like we haven't done something very fun and interactive live since we ate that potato chip. And that was a nightmare. So, yeah. I'm going to shave my facial hair live here on Marv in the Morning. And I have the air can ready because I know I'm going to have to this whole desk after that. And the vacuum is right behind the camera. So just in your head, picture the part 2 of this and picture the cleanup because this is going to be a mess. Same. Trying to get a Jack Russell Terrier by the end of this month. Yo, we got No Nonsense podcasting now. Shout out to No Nonsense. One of Bravery Studios own. Yo, who am I talking to here? This is Iverson? What's it going, bro? But yeah, so let's do this. Let's do something fun. Let's let me switch cameras on everybody because I'm gonna need a close-up for this. So Matt Zaytoon, you're a lucky guy. Let's do this, shall we? Switching cameras now. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna swing my microphone over here. Yeah, because we have options over here, baby. So Not gonna drag this out like I did with the potato chip, but man, I'm just dreading this cleanup afterwards. I am dreading this cleanup. Absolutely dreading the cleanup for this. But here we go, baby. Taking off the jewelry. The one and only Iverson. Hey, man, how's it going, bro? You're getting just in time to watch me make a mess in my office. There's gonna be fish. There's gonna be hair all over my desk. It's gonna be all over the floor, all over my desk, bro. But a deal's a deal. A deal's a deal. I'm wondering where to start from now. Let's see. I don't want this to get all over my keyboard. So my keyboard's all the way over here. Hopefully it doesn't fly in that direction. One more cup of coffee. One more sip. All right. Let's take these off for a second. Air cane is ready. All right. Let's go, baby. Marv about to look 5 years younger. Let's see. Let's see what happens. All right. Let me take this chain off, too. Seriously, though, bro. I made a bet, and I got to keep my bet. I got to keep my promise. Here we go. Above or below? Let's start above. Let's see. No, we're just going to do it. Let's go. Man, where's X-Man Dan when you need him, right? Actually, I look pretty cool like that. I should just keep it like this. I recognize this guy. I haven't seen non-facial hair Marv in a while. Look at this guy over here. Ay caramba, bro. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Well, well, well. That air can is done. All right. Well, that's this. Happy New Year, Bravehearts. I'm gonna give myself a close trim in a second, but Happy New Year, Bravehearts. Much success to everybody. Much love. Thank you for rocking out with me. We made it to 2023. It's going to be a miserable week and a half getting this facial hair back. But we're here. And I want to say most of all, I love you all. I love everybody I work with. I love everybody that supports, everybody that watches. Dude, you look mad different. Yeah, you're probably not even going to see it, Iverson, because by Sunday, I'll probably have most of it back. By Sunday, I'll probably have most of it back, bro. Yo, with the glasses is mad crazy. Yo, Matt, I did it for you, bro. I did it for the guy. He's not even watching. Yo, glasses is mad crazy. Yeah, man. Thank you for watching Marv in the Morning. First episode of 2023. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. You know, something cool that we did for Christmas was we tried to create a podcast for Santa Claus. And we're talking about the kind of music that he would use, the guests he would have, all that jazz, right? So in my head, I'm thinking, you know what? We could probably do this for a lot of famous people. So I think tomorrow I'm going to put up a poll. Actually, I'll put up the poll today. And we're going to vote who we're going to create a podcast for on Instagram. So I'm going to put 2 famous people that are alive, doesn't matter. And we're going to create podcasts for them. Because I think it was pretty fun doing it for Santa Claus. Of course, if you weren't watching, I said Santa Claus is probably going to have this podcast where he complains about everything he has to do for Christmas and working with the elves. He's got his little elf producer behind the glass, right? Mrs. Claus does the social media marketing for him. And then he has guests from other holidays come on and complain about what they have to do on their holiday too. A podcast for Batman. Ooh, I might just have to do that. Well, Cupid kind of appeared on Santa Claus. Iverson also double. Man, we may just have to do one for Batman. All right, so tomorrow, I guess we got we're gonna create a podcast for Batman. So tune in for that. Let's see how much facial hair I get back in one day. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching Marv in the Morning. It's been fun, and I'm looking forward to 2022. Let's have a good one, guys. So above everything else, stay brave. Never say game over, and keep on keeping on. Peace.